Hello, fellow hunters. I hope you're enjoying Monster Hunter Wilds despite the performance issues on PC and technical problems going on that I know Capcom is working on to get fixed ASAP. I think they recently just dropped a hot fix as well too, like yesterday, at least at the time I'm recording this, basically over the weekend to try and help alleviate some of the issues going on PC and console for this game. But I have good news. Guys. So Monster Hunter Wilds title update 1 gets an early April release date, adds an in-game hub for players to gather as well. So amid the huge launch of Monster Hunter Wilds itself, Capcom detailed the title update 1 in a post on Steam. So with this first patch arriving early April, coming in a little bit over a month after the release of the game, it's going to give hunters enough time to prepare for the new content and challenges that awaits them. To that end, title update 1 adds a new level of challenge. Prepare your gear and resolve, hunters, Capcom touts. Title update 1 will bring with it a monster of formidable strength at a level above tempered. Meanwhile, a new challenging monster will be added with title update 1. Interestingly, this update also adds an in-game place to gather, a new place to meet, communicate, have meals together, and more with other hunters will be added to Monster Hunter Wilds, Capcom says. This area will be available to hunters who have completed the main story, so keep that in mind. Now, as you might expect, the early reaction to the news that the title update 1 will add a place for in-game players to gather has been mixed, with some welcoming the addition, others wondering why it's not in the game at launch, myself included. This definitely should have been something that was in the game at launch, considering it sounds very much like a gathering hub from Monster Hunter World. But it's interesting how Capcom has chosen not to call it that here. While other players can turn up in your camp, Monster Hunter Wilds lacks a true social hub. So hopefully this fixes, this void that's missing from the game. On another positive note, news here, Monster Hunter Wilds has broken records. Well, Steam records at least. Within the first 24 hours, Monster Hunter Wilds has broken through the 1 million concurrent players mark on Steam, overtaking Cyberpunk 2077 to become the 7th most played game ever on Valve's platform. It is the first Capcom game to hit 1 million concurrents on Steam. At the time of recording, as you can see here, the all-time peak from yesterday was almost 1.4 million. It's sitting at 1,384,608, and we got almost 1 million people playing right now just on Steam alone. Obviously, we cannot check console numbers because neither Xbox or PlayStation shares that information. But if we're going anything by the Steam numbers, I would imagine it's at least the same on console, if not way more, especially on PS5. This is an outstanding number of players, not just when you compare it to recent games over a couple of years, but also to the other recent Monster Hunter games that have come out, such as Rise, with Rise only hitting an all-time peak on Steam of 231,360, and you still got plenty of healthy people playing the game right now, but Monster Hunter Wilds has easily eclipsed that. And if you go back to Monster Hunter World, the all-time peak for that was 334,684. That is insane. Essentially, Wilds has done a little bit over 1 million more than Monster Hunter World. Now, obviously, there are definitely key factors that play a big part in this. You must keep in mind, Monster Hunter World, when it came out, released on console first, and then eventually came to PC. Monster Hunter Rise had an exclusivity deal on Nintendo Switch, and before it came to PC. So those two titles eventually came to PC down the line and did not release simultaneously day one across all major platforms. Monster Hunter Wilds did. But with that success comes a bit of issues and problems. And I've experienced this myself running on a PC rig that has a 2060 GPU, trying to get this to work right, because Capcom did say before the release of the game that they were trying to, essentially adjust the PC requirements so that people with older rigs that don't have like a 30 series, even a 40 series, can run the game smooth or at least decent enough and playable. And it's not going to have the weird polygon monster type shapes and models that were in the beta. But sadly, for some reason, this game seems very much designed to run with FrameGen on. After the first day of this game being out and tweaking my settings a bit, I finally got FrameGen to work the way I needed to for this game on my rig. Because initially I was having issues with trying to get it to run at a good frame rate. What I ended up having to do was have the frames uncapped. That ended up solving my issue. Other people, though, are having maybe worse issues with the game, not just like frame drops, stutters, lag, but also crashes, monsters, not showing up correctly or their character showing up correctly, and other things. But something else Capcom did that's frustrating many players is they're charging for character edit vouchers again. And I understand that Capcom's a business, they got to make money. And even in previous Monster Hunter titles recently with Rise and World, they have microtransactions in those games, but they usually are cosmetic related, like gestures, new armor, things like that. And character voucher edits as well too. But with this returning as a microtransaction, while smaller edits to your character, say like hair or voice pitch, won't consume a voucher, more extensive edits will require a voucher. So that's cool. Yeah, you can edit, the character's hair, eyebrow color, facial hair, makeup, and clothing from the appearance menu in the tent without using a voucher. But the description on the Steam page states more extensive edits, anywhere from changing the actual voice to swapping from a male to a female hunter, will, however, eat up one voucher. Capcom is handing out one free voucher for players, but anything beyond that will require purchasing a new one, and the same rules apply to your Palico. These character edit vouchers are sold in various type of packs. You got a 3-pack for character edits at $6.99, a bundled character and Palico edit voucher 3-pack for $9.99. And as I mentioned before, this is the same in World and Rise as far as those games having character edit vouchers as well that you have to pay for. Even in the days leading up to Monster Hunter Wilds launch, players voiced disdain for this system. As some in recent thread noted, other games like Elden Ring offer character edits for free in an unlimited amount. With Capcom's current system, there's a hard cap to how many times a player can return to the creator and edit their hunter. The system itself is fairly reminiscent of some MMOs where making a new character might require additional sub or added costs. Yet the voucher system has been a routine point of frustration, to the point that some PC players have found ways to get around it with mods. At the end of the day, though, I don't see Capcom changing this strategy. I don't think they're going to stop charging for character edit vouchers. They may give out some free ones in the future if you do like certain events or what have you, maybe in a free title update, possibly in the first free one, they might give out one or a few, but I just don't see them changing their tune when it comes to this. So it sucks. I, more importantly though, am hoping they get a big major patch out to fix some of these issues with technical problems with the game on PC and console ASAP, not just do a hot fix, which I'm glad they did a hot fix, but it's going to need more than hot fix. But we need a major patch or update before the actual true first major patch update that adds new monsters. We need a technical performance patch ASAP, hopefully sometime this week. That's all I got for you in this video though, guys. What do you think about this news from both the positives and the negatives? Let me hear from you in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and enjoyable, hit that like, subscribe if you're new. My name is Mike, and I'll see you guys in the next video.